All right. Hi, everybody. How we doing today? I played a demo of this, what, two months ago, 3 months ago, something like that. It was on one of the Steam Next Fests, and I really liked it. And as per usual, I tested it a little bit just to make sure my computer was doing okay with it. And when I hit and I had the option of continuing right off the bat. And when I did that, it picked up from where the demo left off. So I was very confused because I couldn't remember what was going on. So we're just going to start a whole new game and go from there. Bio-M facility somewhere in the U.S., 1992.
You will answer my questions as usual. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you understand? Do you believe in extraterrestrial life? Are you currently restrained? Are you married? Do you work in law enforcement? Do you know who I am? Do you know who you are? Are you... Good. He's ready.
I remember in the demo that we were looking at somebody who had suspected of being kidnapped by aliens, or that's what she had claimed. FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 7:30 a.m. I don't know why. I like these games that it's like you're just at a computer doing all of the searching and everything. I think they're fun. I'm literally just hitting W over and over and over again. Welcome to the FDI. You are assigned to the operator program. Please read the following document before proceeding. Secure and monitor federal terminal. Criminal prosecutions, sharing information. What is the operator program? Yeah, all of this I remember from the demo. So yeah, everybody has to kind of like go through me in order to get to the database of anything.
Hey, pal. How you holding up? Get all that booze out of you?
Sorry, not following.
What? You seriously don't remember? You wanted to celebrate your new job, and I quote, properly. Well, I'm happy you're here. You and me at the FDI together. It's really great. But I gotta tell you something. When we're on the job, I can't treat you differently than anybody else. You understand, right?
Of course, Mike. I mean, Director Trench.
Good. Well, I'd better run. The FDI can't run itself now, can it? Good luck with your first day. All right?
Thanks. Talk to you later.
Good morning, Mr. Tanner. Welcome to the FDI. I assume you're up to speed on your mission here at the operator program?
I read the welcome document.
You know the basics. Good. So, just to recap, your job is to support our agents by
Vic.
providing them with all the help they need in the field to solve a case. That help
How
can
are
come in the form of
you?
fact-checking, video and audio analysis, even lab work. My job as a supervisor is to link the agents with an appropriately matched operator. Any questions?
Nope. When do I start?
Fine, but first you need to learn how to respond to an agent's request. Let's do a dry run, shall we? I want you to find my age. This objective just popped up at
Bit
the top left
sore.
of your screen beside
Have
the
you gotten your
applications
back
menu.
adjusted yet?
See it? Whenever you're stuck or if you need help, simply click on the question mark next to the objective.
And
Go on
trust
click
me,
on the
I
question mark,
definitely understand being sore. Well, that's good.
Yes, just like that. You can always click on the question mark if you get stuck, though I'm hoping this won't happen often. I'm giving you access to the human database. The Human DB, as we call it here. You can find this and other tools to help you solve agent requests in the applications menu. Now go ahead, Operator Tanner. Solve my request. Find my age. When you find the answer, click on the objective and then select the answer on the screen.
Okay, in the applications menu, Human DB. Click on the objective and then the answer.
Right. Like that, Tanner. I'll let you get settled in. And I'll contact you later with your first real request.
We'll be polite. Thank you for this opportunity, sir. So rude. FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 9:18. So not quite 2 hours later.
Tanner, looks like your first request is somewhat of a baptism by fire. I have an agent working a homicide. It's her first case, too. Not ideal, but consider this a learning experience. I'll be monitoring you in the background.
Well, I'm working for the FBI, so I don't think homicides should really be throwing me that badly, even if it is my first case. So, I look forward to the
I'm
challenge,
patching
sir.
the agent through now.
It's Operator Tanner, right?
That's right, Agent Pendle.
I don't think our paths ever crossed at the academy, did they? Anyway, I got a homicide at a bar downtown called The Sanctuary. Ironic, no? My Vic, dead on arrival, is male, Caucasian, early 60s. He was shot in the head at close range around 2 a.m., just before closing time. As far as evidence, I got some surveillance footage from the bar, and some kind of list that I found on the deceased. Any chance you can work your operator magic and help find me an ID on the shooter?
I'll do my best, Agent.
Thanks, operator.
Never make promises.
Okay. I'm sending over the files. Good luck. That's the list I found on the victim. It's pretty long, and to be honest, I got no idea who any of those people are. The bizarre thing is, that name at the bottom, it wasn't redacted when I bagged it, but I think it's irrelevant to our shooting here.
Okay, one thing I do remember is from the demo playing is that one of these circled names is the name of somebody else in a different case.
This is our cutting-edge video analysis system, Tanner. Click on any relevant elements in the video to trigger an analysis. Go on, give it a whirl. Just like with the video, you can click on a photo for further analysis. Looks like our victim is Henry Jenkins. For some reason, we can't access his full profile. Unfortunately, for the moment anyway, there's not much else we can learn about him.
Oh, cool. I can control this.
The footage quality is insufficient for a proper ID, operator. You'll need to find another way to ID the killer.
Ray Wells. Wasn't stolen, so...
Nice. Now we know the perp's name. You got something for Wells' address? Because I'll take it if you do.
Place of birth. Last known address.
Yeah, that'll do. Nice work. Next up is to bring Wells in. I'll keep you updated. Thanks, Operator Tanner.
Good luck with the arrest.
Not bad, Tanner. Not great, but not bad either. I'll contact you later with your next request.
What do you mean not bad? I want to know what do you mean not great for our first case. I answered everything they wanted to know. Sure. I'll do better next time, Supervisor. Don't know what I did wrong, but I'll do better next time. So rude. "5:32 p.m. Most wanted. Fred Smorkinski. Mailing and hand delivering several explosive devices to federal buildings and universities. Wilson Boulder. Numerous murders committed and connected to a drug distribution. Hal. Cyber terrorism. Snorish. Seventh-day Healers cult. Sought for ties to extortion, drug and sex trafficking, and weapons amassing. Fun. Yeah, what do you want?
Tanner, I need you to follow up on an investigation started by a previous operator. I'll let the agent working the case bring you up to speed.
Of course, Supervisor Skinner.
Oh, please. Tell me you got something.
Well, hello to you too.
God damn it! Who are you?
Operator Tanner, at your service.
Great! Every goddamn time we get a new operator, it takes me twice as long. I got a life outside the FDI, you know? Interests, hobbies, full-blooded passions. I don't have time for this.
I feel like it would take you less time if you stopped bitching every single time. What can you tell me about the case, Agent?
I got a missing persons case out here in Dryfield, Nevada. Connie Moore's her name. I canvassed the area, talked to the locals. I can't believe I'm saying this, but everyone thinks she was abducted by aliens.
That's her. Dryfield, Nevada?
Middle of nowhere. Hot as hell. Sandy. Calling it a small town would be an insult to small towns.
People actually think aliens were involved?
Look, I think it's bonkers, too. Another weird thing is, over the past year, 4 people in Dryfield have claimed they've been abducted. And every single time they reappeared somewhere in the middle of the desert out here about a month later. Connie's story's the same.
I thought she was missing?
She was. Popped back up yesterday. Collected her testimony myself. She had a camera on her. Naturally, I'd like to look at the photos. But to do that, I gotta go through you, an operator. Lucky me, right?
What am I looking for?
There's something off about all this. I mean, beyond all the talk of little green men. Just look for something that doesn't add up, okay?
I'm on it.
Here are the files.
Find an inconsistency. Testimony. Following Connie Moore's reappearance on March 5th, 1992, we recorded her eyewitness testimony concerning his supposed alien abduction. Connie Moore, Agent Barry Walker, and Brittany Holt, the FDI transcriber. Can you tell us more about the day you disappeared? I was hiking in the desert out by Dryfield. Sometimes I do that to clear my head or to take photos. Photography is sort of a hobby of mine. And is that your camera? Yes, it is. What else do you remember about that day in the desert? Well, it's a little blurry, but I wanted to hike around Mount Maury. I remember that. It's really beautiful at this time of year. I remember taking 2 photographs. Then I heard this loud noise coming from the sky. I looked up and barely had time to take another photograph. It was just moving so fast. Their ship, the UFO. And then I think it landed to the east. So I decided to head over and see if I could see anything else. Maybe get a photo of them. It must have taken me an hour and 45 minutes to go where it landed. Then what? I'm not really sure, to be honest. That's where my mind goes blank. The next thing I know, I'm waking up in some kind of room, and I can't move. Was there someone with you in this room? I don't like to think about it, but yes, they were there, all around me. The aliens. What did they look like? The room was so bright, like I was looking into the sun. I only saw their silhouettes. Can you describe them the best that you can? They were human, except they weren't. Something was off. They were too tall and thin. It was disturbing, actually. I couldn't see their faces. I'm glad about that. What do you remember about the room? It was white, entirely white, antiseptic. It smelled sort of like a hospital. There were no doors, no windows, nothing, just whiteness. What do you think they wanted with you? I think they wanted to learn about me, to study me. I was so scared. I couldn't think straight. They kept asking me questions over and over again. What kind of questions? About my life, my family, my beliefs, everything. I guess that's what they do, study humans. What else do you remember? They had these strange voices, sort of mechanical. And there was a machine they were using on me. It was clamped to my head. I don't know what it was, but it hurt. Can you tell us anything else, Connie? Not really. Next thing I remember, I'm waking up in a desert outside Dryfield. My head was throbbing. Maybe because of their drugs or mind probes. I don't know. I just wandered around out there. Luckily, somebody found me, or I might have died from dehydration. Then I guess they called the cops, and the cops called you. End of story. Okay. Phone triangulation report. Pings and timestamps from the day of Connie's disappearance on February 5th, 92, from the day she reappeared, March 5th, 92. There were no pings between the time of her disappearance on February 5th to her reappearance on March 5th. Okay, so this is where she reappeared. And then she came over here. And then it came over this way. How about a timestamp? February 5th, February 5th, February 21st. This photo was taken on February 21st, 16 days after her disappearance.
Jackpot. Connie said she took that photo the day she disappeared. Clearly, she didn't. Maybe the aliens did funny things to her brain. Maybe her brain was funny to begin with. Do me a favor. Locate the position on the map where she supposedly snapped this photograph.
Find photo location. All right, so 1013. No, that doesn't matter. Remember taking 2 photographs, then heard loud noise. Barely had time to take another photograph, and then headed that way. So it would have been right here. Right here, Agent Walker.
All right. I'll check this spot out. Guess I gotta do a little hiking. Probably sweat my goddamn butt.
Hello? Secured boot check-in failed. So, you know, that's helpful. Hello, Evan. Oh, how do you know my name? I know who Hal is. I read the Most Wanted list. I know many things about you, Evan. I feel like this is kind of obvious, so let's go with what do you want? It's simple. I want the truth. What do you mean? Let me show you something. Do you remember the list found on Henry Jenkins? You didn't see her name, did you, Evan? Yes, I remember this from the demo. Thank you. The abducted woman. Pretty big coincidence, don't you think? I'm also going to assume that you didn't notice that of the 136 people on it, 122 have been reported missing. Okay, I didn't remember that, and I didn't check, so, no, I didn't. One last thing, and this is the most important part. There's a name near the bottom that's been redacted. That name is the key to understanding everything. I have to go now, Evan, but I'll be in touch soon. Promise. Oh. Don't go tell me more. Never mind. Secure and monitored federal government terminal. All unauthorized access and sharing of any information within is strictly prohibited and subject to criminal prosecution. Except that it's not that secure, is it?
Operator Tanner, are you there? Agent Walker told me that your connection was suddenly cut. And when I tried to contact you, you were offline. What happened?
Should I tell the truth? Or should I just say that the computer crashed? Because I am curious as to what Hal would want. Especially given that, you know, this is my first day on the job. What can I really do to help this hacker? Let's just go with my computer crashed.
I see. I'll have IT look into that at once. The second shift of operators has arrived. You can go home now, Tanner. See you tomorrow. And don't be late.
See you tomorrow, Supervisor Skinner. Power off. I went home, and I kind of like that all I'm getting is this blurred, very blurred image of everything, and then just the sounds. I have a cat, though, or there's a cat that's outside or something, because I heard a cat meowing. And dripping, and microwave buttons being pressed. He's taking pills. I mean, that's one way to kind of focus on the computer aspect of this game, but still having a life outside without, you know, having to deal with very heavy graphics. I kind of like it. 7:22 a.m. I'm early. It said 7:22, right? On the thing, and now it's like 8:18, so somehow I managed to spend an hour just logging into my computer.
Hey, pal. So, tell me, how'd day number 1 at the FDI go? Everything you had hoped for?
I don't think Supervisor Skinner likes me.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't worry about him. Xavier doesn't even like his own mother. To be honest, no, I probably shouldn't say anything.
You can tell me, Mike. We're friends.
Well, between you and me, we're thinking of making a change at the supervisor position. You know, Evan, if you play your cards right, maybe, just maybe. Sorry, buddy. My phone's ringing off the hook here. I gotta run. But hey, great job. And just keep plugging away, okay? I'm proud of you, Evan.
Thanks, Mike. Talk to you later. Everybody hangs up on me.
Operator Tanner, Agent Pendle has an update on yesterday's case. I'll patch her through in a moment. But before I do, I wanted to let you know that from this point on, you'll talk to the agents directly. Time to cut the umbilical cord. However, as your supervisor, I'll still be in the background monitoring your activity.
Of course, Supervisor Skinner.
Good morning, Operator Tanner. So you remember Ray Wells, right?
Of course I remember.
So I checked out the address you gave me, but no sign of Wells. Then I get a call from Vice, and guess what? Wells was found dead in a downtown parking garage early this morning. Shot. Point blank range. Now I'm working 2 homicides, and it's my first week. Welcome to the FDI, Alexandra. Anyway, the garage has cameras, and I got some footage of Wells. That's the good news. The bad news? I don't have all the footage. Sort of weird, but part of it is missing.
Has it been tampered with?
I don't know. Looks that way, doesn't it? I don't put much stock into conspiracies, but the timing is definitely suspicious. Anyway, think you could take a look? I'm looking for anything that's different between the first and second half of the surveillance footage. Apart from Wells ending up dead and the blood splatter on the pillar. Sorry for the vivid details.
Not the greatest of footage, is it? Even worse footage. Okay, what is different between the 2 frames? there's a light? Yeah. At least I can kind of compare them side by side. This light's off in the second part.
Look at that. Give me a sec, operator. I'm gonna check this out. Well. I just found a bullet lodged in the light's framework. I'm sending you a photo. Can you run an analysis and tell me what kind of bullet I'm looking at?
Looks like a .45 caliber round.
45 caliber? I believe that's what the military and police use. Well, that's something anyway. Thanks for your help, operator. Appreciate it. If only we had all of the footage. Anyway, I should get back to the scene. Keep digging and see if you can find anything else about our perp.
Oh, it's Hal again. All right. Hello again, Evan. Hello, Hal. Look, I have a deal to offer you. One that I think you'll find interesting. What do you mean? You see, we share a common goal. You, me, and the FDI. You just don't know it yet. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'll help you with the Wells case. But you have to help me later when I ask for it. Do we have ourselves a deal? I can't do anything illegal, but I'm already talking to one of the most wanted, one of the most wanted criminals. Agent Pendle could use my help. Why should I help a criminal? Because I'm curious. How could you help me? I have access to the surveillance footage from the garage. I mean, all of the footage. How did you get it? Are you the one who tampered with it? I don't have time to go into the technical details, no offense. But you probably wouldn't understand anyway. Frowny face. Will you do the deal or won't you? I need your answer, and I need it now. Alright, you know what? Pendle could use my help. So... yes, she could. And you could be her knight in shining armor, Evan. So, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put this big, juicy, missing part back in so you can watch it and solve this crime. I'll help you if you help me. But won't this look suspicious? Because I don't have that footage. It's all corrupted. If somebody asks how you got the missing footage, just say that analysis software restored it. It's supposed to be cutting edge anyway, right? So do we have ourselves a deal? We have a deal, Hal. Give me that footage. Good. Now give me a few seconds to run my script. On port 666. Done. Smiley face. All right. the missing footage has been magically restored. I hope you have your popcorn ready. I'll be back a little later to collect my debt, Evan. Until then. Fun! I can't get... Oh, it's a 1991 red Dodge Charger. Okay, that's a fairly clear picture. Don't know how it got that clear from
I see that you ran the
this.
facial recognition software, and 0 matches turned up, operator. That's unusual. In fact, it shouldn't even be possible. Our FDI databases are exhaustive. I'll flag this issue for later. But go ahead and share the image with Agent Pendle.
I have an image of Wells's killer.
I don't understand. How did you get this?
Hal found the footage for me. Magician never reveals his secrets. Our software recovered the missing part. Let's do this one.
Well, this is huge. Thanks, Tanner. I'll canvass the area immediately. Maybe someone has seen our Prince Charming. I'll talk to you later. And thanks again.
Just doing my job, Agent. Click. Why is everybody so rude? FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C. 1:45 p.m. Now, about that debt, Evan. Go ahead, Hal. I'm listening. I mean, I might as well be a criminal. Good. Now I'm going to connect you to another FDI agent. Her name is Catherine Andrews. Just listen to what she has to say. Open your terminal and type the following command. Can I copy it? No. Terminal. Oh, call. I missed the entire first part of it. Picture not available because
Hello,
connection is
Operator
not
Tanner.
secure.
Hal told me that you'd be calling.
What's this all about?
Okay, I'll try to keep this short. About a month ago, I started working on a missing persons case. A woman reported that her husband had been gone for over 48 hours. Almost right away, the case felt different. Red tape all over the place. An unusual lack of cooperation from my superiors and colleagues. Unanswered calls. Suddenly, the FDI felt like the most incompetent department in the country. After an almost endless game of phone tag, I finally managed to get an appointment with a superior. The plan was to sit down and talk about the case first thing Monday morning. That Sunday night, I'm awoken by a phone call. The woman's apartment has burned to the ground. And the woman, what's left of her anyway, has been found dead in the ashes.
Not good. That timing sounds a little strange.
Well, it gets worse. So I started looking into the fire, of course. I couldn't help myself. Plus, I felt like I owed it to Mia. That was the woman's name. Mia Cole. Anyway, it wasn't long before my superiors found out and pressured me to stop. They told me the fire had been ruled accidental, the result of faulty wiring in our oven. They told me I was wasting my time and precious FDI resources by looking into it, and said if I continued, I'd end up pushing papers in a basement somewhere. But that fire, Operator Tanner, that fire was no accident. I can feel it. Mia was murdered. I just have to prove it. That's where I'm hoping you can help me.
Mia Cole is another one like this guy that I apparently just don't have clearance for. How do you know it's not an accident? Why would Hal help you with this? Why would Hal help you with it?
But I can't really go into that. Not now, anyway. You just have to trust me. Go ahead and search them in the Human DB. The husband's name is Sasha. Sasha and Mia Cole. Please.
Not only do I not have clearance level, I can't even view basic information other than the fact that he's male.
Just another coincidence.
Don't have the
right?
clearance level.
Look, I don't know why, but someone doesn't want us looking into Sasha and Mia Cole. But we have to, Operator Tanner. It's our job. Who's going to do it if we don't? Can you help me find proof Mia's fire wasn't an accident?
How can we access her case files?
You'll take a look then? Oh, thank you. As far as how to access the case files, that's not really my area of expertise. But you can ask Hal.
How can I access the Cole files? Funny. I was just working on this very thing. So it looks like I can't give you direct access to the files, but I found a bug in the chat. You should be able to inject a query that'll get you in. Just type this. Oh my god. Oh, I pick one. Okay. Okay, it's not the first one because there's not a quote mark. ID 9XQLHC. 9XQLHC. 9X. Oh, okay, it's this one.
Despite being, well, a thorn in the side, you have to admit Hal gets results.
Okay, summary. Following report was written by Agent Andrews and modified on redacted by redacted. 9XQLHC closed as of February 27th, 92. Conclusion: death caused by accidental fire stemming from malfunctioning wiring in victim's oven. Agent in charge, Catherine Andrews. All kinds of redacted notes. Fire started on 2/25/92 around 2 a.m. and was successfully contained by 3:12. So the fire went on for at least an hour. I'm not sure how quick it spread from the starting time, but probably about an hour. Owing to the duration of the fire, minimal evidence remained at the scene. Why did it take an hour? A single victim, identified as Mia Cole through dental records, tenant information, and a wedding ring was discovered. The autopsy revealed no anomalies attributing the cause of her death to the fire. No other signs of physical trauma were found. No indication of a forced entry or a struggle were evident in the home, aligning with the findings of the victim's autopsy report. The fire response team's report redacted, concluded that the fire originated from faulty wiring in the oven, a conclusion supported by our investigation. A ring. The inscription Sacha and Mia is engraved on the inside. You've opened a chemical sample. Automatically giving you access to the CSLCA data report application. You can find it with the other applications in the top left menu. Please review the user manual relative to the chemical sample. Okay, this is the user manual, and this is the data report. Okay. Let's get rid of the summary for right now. Manual's designed to provide you with the information you need to safely and effectively use. Okay, how to use. Open the sample. This is a sample. Okay, open the sample. In the dedicated software. That's that. Okay, input the appropriate settings. Start the analysis, then open the analysis. And then input from this then turn the chemical composition of the sample. Okay. So, what are my settings? Ion size. For a liquid sample, for a solid, and for a gaseous. Okay, well this is ash, so this is a solid. 6.0. If the material is organic, the ion size must be 3.5 to avoid damage to sample. Non-organic, so ion size is a 6.0. Delta V, organic or non-organic. Sample in weight in grams times 100. 4.2 times 100 would be 420. Threshold for liquid solid samples. The threshold should be set to half the delta V, which would be 210. Sample matrix size. Default is 5 if you're using an older version, 1.03 or lower. 1.04, so this should be a 5. Okay, start. I want to know how I'm doing this without an actual sample present. Results. Okay. That wasn't what I wanted to click. Okay. Frequency response curve and additional sample characteristics, pH, radioactivity. Open the data report software, input the CCVT, pH, in order to calculate. The response frequency must be entered from the highest to lowest intensity spike. Okay, that makes sense. Must be between 1 and 5 spikes that are higher than the threshold, which is represented by the red area. Use a mouse pointer to calculate the frequency. Okay, don't know if I need any of that, but let's see here. From highest to lowest spike. Okay. 9.25. And then 2.45. 1.53. 1060. CCVT is 901. pH is 6.5. Calculate. It's mostly wood and gasoline. There were traces of gasoline in the fire.
I knew it. Faulty wiring my... you know what. This was no accident. Someone started this fire and killed Mia. But why?
What are you going to do now? Why are you doing this? Why is Hal helping you? I am still very curious why Hal is helping you on this.
I can't talk about that, operator. Not now.
Of course
When
not.
the time is right, Hal will let you know. I'm sure. But what we're doing here, it's important. You see that, right? It matters to me.
Why is it so important?
I grew to know her. Mia, I mean. With our line of work, you try not to get emotionally involved. That's what they teach you at the academy anyway. Almost from the start. And usually, I can turn the switch off. I learned to do that.
Okay.
But with Mia, I just never could. She wanted to be a singer, she told me. That was her dream. And I'm not exactly an expert, but she did have a good voice. Really. She was just a decent person. Wanted to find her. Something else out there. Thought she was weird. She was 3 months the thought of breaking that title after everything that happened. Thought of one day he and the baby would suddenly go home. Someone killed them, Operator Tanner. Someone killed Mia and her baby. Are you still there?
Apparently I just spaced out. Yeah, I'm still here, Andrews.
Oh. Anyway, thanks, Operator. Because of you, I finally have proof. Knowing Hal, well, as much as someone can know Hal, I have a feeling this won't be the last time you and me work together.
Yeah, I have the feeling too, but good luck, Agent Andrews. Again, rude. Why does everybody have to hang up on me? So you found evidence proving the fire wasn't an accident. Well done, Evan. Maybe there's hope for you yet. The way the FBI has handled the Cole case, it's strange, don't you think? Want to do my job, Hal? That's it. It does seem suspicious, yes. Yeah, it does. I just don't know what they're hiding. Or why. Look. I know you probably still don't trust me. I'm on the FBI's most wanted list. I hacked into your computer. I get it. But tell me something. Why would I bother going to the trouble of working with a low-level FBI employee? Sorry, frowny face. If I didn't have a good reason. To make my life a living hell. Way to make it all about you, Evan. to earn a few bucks. Let's be honest, I literally have no idea because it makes no sense to me. Maybe you're thinking about turning me in to get that reward, but it's too late. You're in too deep. Director Trench is calling me. Be careful.
Operator Tanner, can I have a word?
Sure, Mike. What's this about?
I see that you've been looking into the database entries for Mia and Sasha Cole. You want to tell me why?
I wanted to catch up on the case, even though it's not one of my cases.
I see. In the future, I want you to avoid anything related to Sasha and Mia Cole. It's a closed case. A total waste of your time. And if by chance something else pops up concerning the Coles, and this is very important, you come to me right away. Understood?
But it's not a closed case. I just proved that it was arson. Why would something like that... You're the director of the FBI. What's the big deal about them?
Oh, there's no deal, Evan. It's just highly confidential. Classified. And way above your pay grade. I'm sure you understand.
Sure. Whatever you say, Mike.
I'll talk to you later.
Rude. I know that was probably difficult lying to your friend, but you did the right thing, Evan. As a reward, I'll tell you something about myself. Something that only 2 other people know. The reason I have so much access to the FBI, I used to work there. You were in the FBI? You did just say that. What do I do now, Hal? For now, nothing. I'll be in touch later, Evan. Okay. FBI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 4:55 p.m. So about time to leave. Such an exciting job. Ooh, maybe not time to leave.
Who the hell am I talking to this time?
Tanner here, Agent Walker.
Good. You haven't been fired. I was afraid I'd have to explain this goddamn case all over again. I went back to where Connie said she took the photo in the desert. You remember, right? Where she said this, flying saucer supposedly landed. I didn't find a flying saucer or any aliens breathing their last wheezy breaths or anything like that. But I did find something else.
The desert heat. I'm going to say it's something disturbing, given that you're calling me again.
You could say that. You could definitely say that. I found stones. A bunch of stones lying there on the surface of the sand. I'm no
Stones.
geologist, but they look funny to me. Like they'd been moved. Put there for a reason, you know? So, I call it in. Because I'm sure as hell not gonna dig myself, Tanner. Not in this suit. A team arrives an hour later, and they start digging. Sure enough, under one of the stones, they find a body. Advanced state of decomp. They dig under another stone. And lo and behold, this time they find an entire skeleton. Turns out, we're standing on some sort of desert graveyard.
Well, he did just say a body and a skeleton. How many corpses are out there?
Hard to say, but I counted more than 100 stones. If they're all grave markers, well, I'll let you do the math.
Guess I'm asking it anyway.
Yeah, messed up, right? And judging by the size of the skeleton, it belonged to someone young, Tanner. Real young. Look, I won't beat around the bush. The medical examiner has finished a preliminary report on the skeleton, and they found what they believe is a photo of the victim in the sand, buried there by the bones. Never seen that before. Any chance you can take a look at all this and get me an ID, Tanner?
Well, I can try.
Let me send you the files. Well, it's taken a while. Hard to access the satellite out here in Roswell. Dryfield.
I like Agent Walker.
Through. About goddamn time.
Body 1. Photo. Isn't that helpful?
The skeleton appears to be female, estimated at 9 years of age.
Oh,
Starting
no.
the examination now. Initial observations show well-preserved and intact bones. No visible signs of trauma or damage. The subject is missing her left incisor. The rest of the dentition looks good. No decay or disease is present. Moving on. Here's something interesting. One of the metacarpal bones on her left hand, the metacarpal 3, has a slight curvature. You don't see that a lot. So, to summarize, the subject appears to have been a female, approximately 9 years of age, with a missing left incisor tooth and a slight curvature in the metacarpal 3 in her left hand. Based on the level of decomposition, the body appears to have been buried for approximately 6 to 8 months. Further testing and analysis is needed to determine the cause of death.
Welcome to the facility, Gabby. You are in good hands now. Sincerely, Dr. Jenkins. Jenkins. Okay. BM Technologies. Didn't mean to click that again. Gabby. Henry Jenkins had this list. Two occurrences. Gabby Mills, Gabby Bruce. I don't think it's Gabby Mills. Female. No pictures available for minors. Age 9. Metacarpal bone abnormal growth.
Something interesting. One of the metacarpal bones on her left hand, the metacarpal 3, has a slight curvature. You don't see that a lot. So, to summarize, the subject appears to have been a female, approximately 9 years of age, with a missing left incisor tooth and a slight curvature in the metacarpal 3 in her left hand. Based on the level of decomposition, the body appears to have been buried for approximately 6 to 8 months. Further testing and analysis is needed to determine the cause of death.
Doesn't say how long they've been missing, but everything else is like perfectly. Her name is Gabby Bruce.
How did you find this, Tanner?
Her name's on a list from another case, like Connie.
Just when you think this case can't get any weirder, that's exactly what it does. But I need concrete proof it's her. Got anything else in your bag of tricks?
Well, you know, she's female, she's 9, but I think this is the most obvious tell. Gabby also has an unusual bone growth.
I'll be damned. 9 years old, Tanner. Breaks your goddamn heart. What the hell is going on out here? And what's the connection to Connie? Okay, the examiner has just finished processing the second body I was telling you about. The one in the advanced state of decay. Let's see here. Adult male, early 60s. Ah, they got an ID on him. Quentin Spence. Want to see if that name is on your magical list too?
Yes, he is. Yeah, he's right here.
So there's definitely a link. I see some of the names have been crossed out. Can you figure out what that business means?
What does crossed out mean? Who else we got? Harry Parker. Status missing. Olive Gentry. Missing. It means missing. Crossed out means person is missing.
Looks to be about 100 names like that. That number matches the stones. God damn. And if I was a gambling man, I'd say the circled persons are still alive. Like our Connie. There's something else about Spence, Tanner.
What's that?
They found him buried in a lab coat. With some, you're never gonna guess. Floppy disk sewn into one of the pockets. Remember what I said about this case getting weirder and weirder? I'm sending everything your way.
Floppy disks. Well, we are in the 90s, so floppy disks make sense.
There you go. Now the second disk, password protected. Open that second floppy disk and give me an address tied to Spence. Something I can look into. I'm getting a little restless with you doing all the work. The operator program. Oh.
Tell me how you really feel, Agent Walker. Okay.
Autopsy report of a male, approximately late 50s, early 60s. Initial observations show no sign of trauma or blunt force injury, similar to the first remains found. The decedent appears to be wearing some kind of
Hi, Shaggy.
lab coat.
How are
Starting the
you?
external examination now. Excellent dentition. The decedent is wearing some kind of badge. Let me put this to the side. Abdomen seems healthy, with no signs of trauma or injuries. The lab coat seems to contain a hidden pocket. There's something inside. It's sewn shut. I'll open this with my scalpel. There. There appear to be 2 floppy disks inside the pocket. Strange. In my estimate, the body has been buried for approximately 2 to 3 months, based on the level of decomposition. At this point, the cause of death is uncertain. Further testing and analysis is needed, including toxicology reports, before I can provide a conclusive determination.
BM Technologies. Okay, so he worked with what's his name? Henry Jenkins. Class S, Class A, clearance level 3, clearance level 4. You're the research and development director. You were head of operations. Okay. R&D 1, Dr. Spence. R&D 2, Dr. Spence. FMP 1138. Res 2. Okay, well, what do we have on the first one here? Upon my arrival at BioM facility, I was warmly greeted by Dr. Jenkins himself. How fortunate I am to work with such a passionate and talented scientist, even if in a subsidiary role. During our meeting, Dr. Jenkins explained that I would be heading up a trial involving FMP 1138. Okay. A key component of his research project. Although he did not disclose much, I have the impression that the project is shrouded in secrecy. It appears to be of great importance. The trials, which are scheduled to commence in a few days, once I am well versed with subjects and the procedures are in place, Dr. Isles, the facility director, informs me our work has the potential to significantly enhance the well-being of the patients who have been selected specifically for our research. The entire facility itself has been constructed for this purpose alone. Although I am unaware of the project's source of funding, there appears to be no shortage of resources. I am truly optimistic our research will make a profound difference and push the boundaries of scientific knowledge. The AMPA receptor is a crucial component of excitatory synaptic transmission and plasticity in the brain. As a glutamate-gated ion... Do I really have to read all this science stuff? To unlock the full potential... That looks like half of it. Kind of function of mouse model of Alzheimer's. Together, funding is... Results demonstrate that FMP whatever significantly increase the frequency and amplitude of ESPCs. Improve neuronal connectivity and plasticity, which could have implications for the treatment of neurological and psychiatric disorders characterized by synaptic dysfunction. Res 2. Dr. Isles. I wonder. That lines up. To unlock the files. (105) Endian. Can't space, but okay. My confession. If you're reading this, it means I am no longer living and that I have been buried in the Dryfield Desert like the other subjects. I implore you, whoever you are, to share my story with anyone who can make things right. My name is Quentin Spence. I was head of operations at the BioM facility. I am writing this letter because I am about to resign from a job that one cannot simply resign from. As per protocol, I will most likely be sent to the desert burial site with all my belongings. I deserve this punishment. I am sick, so sick of everything we have done supposedly in the name of science. If you have found me, then I'm assuming you have found the others too. Every person buried here in the sand is a Project Eve test subject. Eve was led by Dr. Henry Jenkins. I am not trying to shift the blame onto him. I bear my share of responsibility in this matter. While our intentions were noble, at least in the beginning, I now see that we went too far, and I am ready and willing to face whatever punishment awaits me in the next world. You have found this document, but perhaps the contents of my lab coat pocket remain undiscovered. Perhaps they could not crack the password necessary to open the floppy disk. Maybe they assumed the floppy disk contained only my research papers. Regardless, what truly matters now is you. You have the power to stop this. BioM Facility, 22 East Border Street, Bedford, Nevada. Please do not be as cowardly as I was. Quentin. Spence worked at the BioM facility. It's here.
Don't let it go to your operator head, but that was actually somewhat impressive, Tanner. The address you sent, it's not far from here. I'll check it out first thing in the morning. Tonight, I think I'll help the team exhume the rest of these bodies. Screw the suit. God help us, Tanner. God help every single one of us.
Take care of yourself, Agent Walker. I don't blame him for hanging up on that one, given that they've basically found a mass graveyard, and one of the first things they pulled up was a 9-year-old skeleton. And Shaggy, I did say hi. How are you doing? Did you get everything finished with, like, the extra stuff, the trim and everything on the roof? Although, to be fair, you probably have me muted.
Well, look, you need to do something about it. He's poking around.
Oh, you don't have me muted.
He's going to expose us all if you don't rein him in. Yes, his shift is over. Yes. All right. Yeah, fine. We'll talk later. Bye.
Who is my supervisor talking about? Me? Probably. Not yet. Worked on cleanup this past weekend? Okay, understandable. But the roof is all completely fixed now, right? It's just like all the extra stuff that has to be done. Trying to save some money. Makes sense. Roof is shingle, just no gutters or of it yet. Okay. Gotta get all the crap from around the house taken care of first. Makes sense. Because Hubs can't reach most of what he needs. Gotcha. I mean, that makes sense. Time to get up for work. Evan's apartment, 6 a.m. I kind of like that, you know, it shows you your life outside of working for the FDI, but it's all blurred. It's just blur and sound. FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 7:25 a.m. Good on you, Evan, always showing up a little bit early. We are saving some money and bagging up the insulation and putting it to the curb, and then burning all the wood and loading the shingles onto a trailer to go to the dump. Makes sense. We will save close to $800 by doing that and not getting a dumpster. No, I totally understand. Dumpsters aren't cheap.
Good morning, Evan.
I've been very friendly, but he was kind of rude yesterday. Director Trench, good morning.
About yesterday. This business with the coal files. Sorry if I came down on you a little hard, buddy. It's just that I know you have what it takes to rise in this place, Evan. Become a supervisor. Hell, maybe even replace me one day. But I can't protect you if you start poking around in the wrong places. okay?
Kind of want to be a little snarky here. Feeling a little stressed, I take it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I am. It's this job. It can be a real killer. Well, I better get back to it. You have a good one. All right? Again, I can't tell you how happy I am to have you here at the operator program, Evan. That way, I can keep a close eye on you, can't I? Let's grab a beer later this week, all right? Once everything calms down in the madhouse.
Sure. Beer sounds really good, Mike. Not to me, but... Rude! Everybody's so fucking rude! Good morning, Agent Walker.
That you?
Still me, Agent Walker.
Tanner, did you give that address out to anybody?
Of course not.
Well, somebody beat
Gave it to
me
you and then
the
I logged off.
facility, Tanner.
Someone beat you to the facility? What happened?
The BioM facility burned down last night, Tanner. Up in flames. And if you didn't give the address out, someone else did. Looks like we got ourselves a mole. Goddamn operator program.
I love Agent Walker. Are you the mole? I doubt that. What do we do now?
An investigative team came before me and logged the remaining evidence back at the department. But I can't access it directly. I'll have to go through the operator program. Heaven on earth, Tanner. Heaven on earth. From what I can tell, there should be some security footage there that should shed some light on what happened here. Hopefully, it won't be too hard to prove this was arson.
Prove it was arson. Okay. Wait, there's 2 security cams here? One that goes back and forth, and then the one that's just stationary on the door. Wood goes up so fast because it's old and dried out. Fire's so damn hot, and the barrel's too from it. I'm sure it is. Just be careful when you're burning all of that. Don't need to accidentally do something and then catch your house on fire after the whole tornado thing. This is such an interesting video surveillance camera. Video thing. English is hard. Okay, you know what? We're gonna speed this up because I don't want to just sit here watching a door do nothing. Oh my god. Oh, wait. Play from here. No match again. Then it starts over. Hold up. Jerry can. Man entered with gasoline.
Yeah, that's not a box of wine, is it? Can you get an ID on this guy?
Sorry, no match in the DB.
That would have been too easy, huh? I'd like to get in the facility. Take a look around. Good Lord willing, the roof won't collapse on me. But I need a code for the door. You see where I'm going with this, Tanner?
I'll find the code for you, Agent. Not gonna ask you to be nice. Can I get it here? Nope. I mean, you're kind of punching it in. Aha! What is that? 014485? I think so. Oh, okay. 0, 1.
Let me see if this works. All right, I'm in. Damn it! A smoke.
Hey, Vlad, how are you?
That's 2 suits in 2 days. Tanner.
It's not my fault.
Let me see if I can find something useful. Something that the investigative team left behind. Sure as hell won't be easy.
Why do you say that?
Because this place is just about burnt to a crisp. I don't know what went on here. But if you ask me, it's a pretty elaborate security system for a medical facility.
A D-? Oh no, Vlad, I'm so sorry. I suppose at least it's not an F. And I'm doing alright. Second stream. I streamed on Friday. So Friday was my first stream in like over a month. Because I am tired and burnt out. And I am not meant for split days off. Because I don't recover well from dealing with people in a customer service job in one day. So, yeah. Fine, still have a good... Well, that's good. At least you still have a good GPA. Something else I can do?
While I look around, maybe you could dig more into our little arsonist friend.
Sure, what do you need?
Anything that you can find, Tanner. I look picky to you. An ID. A link to another case. His favorite flavor of ice cream. Just give me something, all right?
His favorite flavor of ice cream. I wish I could do that for you. However, what I can do is, since Mr. Suspect here has no match in the database, I do believe he is going to be linked here. They do look the same. He's also a suspect in a shooting.
Charming fellow. Who's the lead on the other investigation?
Agent Alexandra Pendel.
Ouch. Tough draw for the rook. Hold on. Looks like I found something. What the...
Connie.
You see what I'm seeing, Tanner? Looks like our gal, Connie Moore, was a bio-impatient.
Was she hiding this from us?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. Passed her polygraph with flying colors. She told us the truth. Her truth, anyway.
What do we do now? Need me for something else? Any records on Connie? The fire was that bad, I don't think there would be records left. So what do we do now?
Contact Skinner to update Pendle on her parking garage killer. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. I'll keep looking around here. The world's biggest ashtray. Tell me if you find out anything new about our pyro head, Tanner. And I'll contact you if I come across something on my charred end over here.
Be careful, Agent. Everybody hangs up on me. Wait. Just when I was starting to miss you. Don't contact Pendle. Why not? Agent Walker, though really grumpy, is right. There's a mole in the operator program. A hairy, stinking little mole, Evan. Who do you think it is? I don't know, but I have a plan to find out. A plan that will expose our mole and bring out the ghost. A 2-for-1 Hal special. The ghost? Who's ghost? That's what I'm calling the guy who doesn't appear in your databases. Good name, don't you think? He murdered Wells and set fire to the BioM facility. I'm pretty sure he killed Mia Cole, too. Can I know the plan, Hal? Well, since you and I are now basically best buds, why not? So Walker told you that a team came and logged evidence from the facility. It's now at the FDI. But some of it's been concealed. I can see that from here. Just like the name on Jenkins's list. The evidence room is behind a closed network that, unfortunately, I can't hack into. So what do we do then? If we can sneak into the evidence room and access its computer, we can make the hidden evidence visible again. And if we share that information it will catch the attention of our mole and trigger him, or her, to contact the ghost. That's phase 1. What's phase 2? Phase 2 is setting the trap for the ghost with Agents Pendle and Walker. But I'll talk more about that later. I can't get into the evidence room. You're confident this will work? How will this trigger the mole? How will this trigger the mole? The mole is most likely monitoring all communications between operators and agents in the operator program. Once we reveal and share whatever it is that they have suppressed, it should trigger the mole to contact the ghost to cover this up. I assume you're confident enough without anything, but, you know, it's my plan, isn't it? Yep, that's what I figured. Okay, I've hacked the accreditation server, giving you access permission. It's go time, Evan. So I just use my badge? You just use your badge. Now, chop chop, Evan. This better be worth it. I could get in a lot of trouble for this. Log out. That makes sense. Log out. You don't want to leave your computer and then have somebody happen to glance over and see that you were talking to Hal, who's on the FBI's most wanted list. I love that there's no visuals. Seriously, I like this concept. You just listen to the sounds and sort of just visualize everything in your head. Current user unauthenticated. Authenticate. User. God, I remember systems like this. Oh, I feel so old. Exit. Forbidden access. Can list other cases false. Can list agent cases false. History, rights, false. Zero capability. I can't do anything. Help. Is that you? How am I reading you? Also thinking about joining football. Okay, Vlad. I wish you luck if you decide to do that. You connecting to the screen allows me to somewhat see it, but I can't do much from here other than slightly modify the help section. Yawn, frowny face. If you can access the screen, can't you find the missing evidence yourself? I can't access everything. The help menu, as boring as it is, was the only thing that loaded from the global FDI network. You'll have to access the files and look for the hidden evidence on your end. You'll have to work a little, Evan. Sorry, frowny face. I don't see the files anywhere. I'm getting an error. Well, I am getting an error message. I'm scared I'm gonna get brain damage or something. Well, I mean, football is a very much contact sport. And if you don't want the contact sport, then maybe don't join. But if it's something that you enjoy doing and that you think will be fun, go ahead and do it. Oh, whoops, I forgot to do something on my end, actually. Just a sec. Okay, just updated your credentials. You should be able to see the files now. Look in the hidden column and see if you can find any evidence from the facility case that you can make visible again. Then come back here once you've done that, okay? Okay. Is it this one? Yes. Hidden column, true. Switch. Evidence registration. Next value is false. Yes. If I can do that... Sensor sensitive info. Version. I want to see if I can read those censored bits in there. Was there anything else? Name list. I want to see that redacted name. Okay. Evidence is visible again. You reverted the list to the uncensored version. Nice. I was going to ask you to do that, but you actually beat me to it. Okay, you can go now. Log out and head back to your desk, but, you know, act natural. Back to my blurred vision. What if Evan Tanner is just somebody who is exceptionally nearsighted and like only can see because he's like really close to his computer? Because like I am extremely nearsighted and I can only see like anything clearly 6 inches from my face. Although, to be fair, my blur is not nearly as bad as this. I can still make out basic shapes. What took you so long? You said act natural. Not that natural, Evan. So, the evidence from the facility case that you just made visible. Let's see what we have there. Shall we? Before we do that, modified the day after it was closed by John Dow. Who is John Dow? Everything redacted. Great. Helpful. Okay. Notes. This happened 21 days after the disappearance of police officer Sacha Cole, the victim's husband. Even though no conclusive evidence was found, the potential link with this other case remains a lead to explore. Police officer. Refer to report H477HC. Okay. He's a police officer. Wasn't the guy we can't find anything about? The bullet was police or something like that. Isn't that what she said? And the name list. Sacha Cole. They're doing memory stuff. Was he like brainwashed into killing people? The drive looks a little damaged, probably from the fire, but I wouldn't be surprised if they tampered with it too. Looks like it's going to take some time to recover the files. In the meantime, check out Jenkins's list and see what name they redacted. Yeah, I already did that. I'm kind of nervous. I already did that. Sacha Cole. Sacha Cole, Mia's husband, and his name is circled. That means... It means what, Hal? What if if what Agent Walker said about the circled names is true, then Sacha Cole is still alive. Does he know about Mia and the baby? I hope not. Anyway, the hard drive has recovered some of its files. That's fortunate. Look, there's a file for Sasha Cole and Connie Moore. Both are password protected. Let's focus on Connie's folder first. See if you can find a way in. Sorry, Evan. You're gonna have to work a little more. Frowny face. Well, of course I am. This is my job. I don't get any hints or anything like that. Ash Yates, Ben Turner. Ash Yates is dead. Dead. I'm assuming dead because of the graveyard. 2 Juggins from IT. Security risk. Sir, we've noticed you use your badge ID as your password. Recognize the convenience of this, but in the interest of preventing security breaches, we strongly encourage you to adopt another. Even though your password has more than 4 characters, it's still not secure enough. Your earliest convenience, please choose a new password. Graveyard. Do you think it has the 4 in front of it? We'll put it in. What? It was Jenkins's badge number? Older people and their passwords. Anyway, nice work. Now, let's finish setting the trap. I'm guessing there's something in Connie's file we can use to trigger the mole and lure the ghost out from whatever hole he's hiding in. Piece of information. An address, maybe. Something. Gee, it's like you know what I'm going to be looking for. Top secret. Mission 2-5. Okay, so this was the length of time that Connie was missing. Connie was spotted by the disposal team near the DFBD site. DFBD. Dryfield. Body dump? I don't know, site around 11:35 a.m. and apprehended around 11:50 a.m. She will be used as a subject for the Mark 6 prototype, which should arrive from the lab tomorrow. Objective: seed abduction and interrogation by extraterrestrials, remove memory of encountering burial site on her hike, anchors her memory of the events leading up to this moment, other recent claims of alien abduction in Dryfield, subject's inherent belief and interest in supernatural. New Mark 6 samples arrive. We'll keep the same dosage as Mark 5 with 3 milligrams per session for 1 or 2 sessions per day, depending on the subject's reactions. After the first session, notice the same side effects as usual. Fever is 30% higher than Mark 5 average, but that was expected. Subject seems very receptive, but given the high fever, only 1 session was undertaken. Fever increased by yet another 10%, only 1 session. Fever is starting to decrease. ATH about 48 hours after the first injection, matches previous observations of Mark 5. We'll aim for 2 sessions tomorrow. 2 sessions. Fever is stable, although still a bit high compared to Mark 5. Fever decreased a bit, but will probably remain around the same level until the end. Subject is confused, 2 days ahead of schedule compared to Mark 5. Started Phase 2. Subject seems very reactive. Phase 2 is over. Phase 3 is ready to begin, probably tomorrow. We'll need photographic fakes ASAP, waiting for identical weathered conditions. Phase 3 begins. We'll focus on the DFBD objective until we have the photography. Subject's perception of the BFDB site is already modified. Rain finally stopped, most likely able to produce a photographic fake tomorrow. Finally have photographic efforts. Original photograph has been replaced by ersatz. Subject's memory of the picture is altered. Mark 6 shows at least a 25% efficiency boost versus Mark 5. Objectives are attached to anchors. We're ready for Phase 4. Confusion stopped. Phase 4 begins. Control sessions are fine, some hesitations, but since anchors are strongly aligned with objectives, appears to be working. Phase 4 is over. Objectives are now deeply rooted. Final injection this morning. Subject is sedated and will remain so until fever stops. Fever stopped. Sedation stopped. Subject will be released into desert this afternoon. Mark 6 is very promising. 30% more efficiency overall, but 40% more fever, which is going to be a problem for the most fragile subjects. We will keep Mark 5 as a standard for now, aiming for Mark 7 to address issues with fever. Send report to the lab. Oh, gee, an address. I keep going back and forth between being super hot and super cold. Normally I just wear t-shirts, but I decided on something of a sundress today, because it's comfortable. What in the world were they doing to Connie? But this address is perfect, Evan. Given the messed up things Jenkins was doing, I'm sure they want to keep this lab a secret. Now what, Hal? Now it's time for Phase 2. We have 2 agents looking for the ghost, Walker and Pendle. Time we put them to use. Let me check something. Okay, Agent Pendle is closer to the lab. Contact her and send the address. Whoever is monitoring communications between the agents and operators will see it. Shouldn't we send in a whole team? Be back on in a bit. Okay, Vic, I appreciate it. Drive safe. I feel like if we sent a whole team, we would tip off the mole, but at the same time, that would also be a better way to catch him, maybe? No, that would draw way too much attention. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. We have to be smart about this. Go ahead and contact Skinner so you can contact Pendle. I'll get back to you later. Okay.
Yes, Operator Tanner?
I have information for Agent Pendle, sir.
What kind of information?
Information that Agent Walker found. Agent Walker has an update on Pendle's case.
All right. I'm forwarding the call, Tanner. But I hope you're not just sending Pendle on some wild goose chase.
To be fair, Walker told me to contact and update her.
Operator Tanner, what can I do for you?
I have footage of Wells's killer committing arson via a case Walker is working.
What? You're kidding. Okay, so our murderer likes to play with fire too, huh? This guy just gets better and better. By any chance, did any clues pop up where we might locate him?
Actually, yes, I got an address linked to Jenkins.
To Jenkins? So it comes full circle, does it? Well, whatever that address is, I'll take it. Nice. So what exactly is this place? If Wells Killer's there, I assume it's not a petting zoo.
Send the report to the lab. I think it's Jenkins' laboratory. Yeah, we'll go with that.
I see. Well, I'm on my way. I'll contact you when I get there. Thanks, Tanner. Maybe now we can finally book this guy.
Be careful, he's dangerous. $2:55 p.m.
Tanner, I'm at the lab.
Great. Talk to me, Agent.
The door was unlocked, actually. It's real weird in here, Tanner. Like everybody suddenly took off. They left all their beeping lab equipment behind. But I don't see any sign of Will's killer. Looks like a dead... Shit!
Drop the phone. Slide your gun over to me. Slowly. On your knees, Agent Pendle.
You? How do you know my name?
You might want to close your eyes.
You don't want to do this. I'm a federal agent. Agent Walker, FBI! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Move away from her! Now! It's locked! What did you do? Hands up! Turn around! Turn around! Hands on your head! Pendle, you okay? Walker, we have a problem here. What'd you do? Open the door now! It's not opening, Walker. Open the door now! Operator, you there?
You okay, Agent?
There's a bomb! This
Oh,
bald-headed
God.
psycho has trapped me in a room with a bomb! It's my third day! The display says 20 minutes and 21 seconds, and it's ticking down! You
Oh,
gotta come here.
hell. Calling scanner.
Come right back. Understand me, Tanner? You come right back.
Yes, Operator Tanner?
Pendle's locked in a room with a bomb.
Okay, let me think. Unfortunately, our more seasoned operators are presently occupied. I'd send a team, but they'd arrive much too late. That means... you'll have to defuse the bomb, Operator.
Oh, God damn it. Sure, what do I have to do? We
I'm
don't
sharing
really
the
have a
AI's
lot of
bomb
time.
manual. You haven't gone through bomb training yet, but we have no choice. What I'm about to tell you is important. Do not read the entire manual. You don't have time. Stay calm and follow the instructions from the beginning. Do you understand?
Sure, I understand. Okay, I have the bomb manual. Stay calm. What does it look like? This is like,
There are
keep
wires,
talking and
a
nobody
controller, a battery,
explodes.
a keypad, and, a display, I guess. And operator, make sure you follow the instructions at the beginning. I really don't want to go out like this.
Identify, and then follow to defuse. Okay. Order to identify, refer to single mass devices, multi-mass devices, autonomous ticking devices. Okay. Let's go here. Devices power module is green wire. Power module, explosive module. Okay. Tell me about the power. How many wires are there? Green wire, okay, start with that.
The battery has 2 wires, a red and black.
Okay, so it's not that one. Module voltage is lower than 5V. What kind of battery is it?
I don't really know. A single battery pack? I think. Wait, it says 9 volts, 0.3 amps, 2,000 milliamps hour.
Lower than 5. It's not that. Explosive module. Tell me about the explosives. What kind?
I'd say gasoline. Tanner, this isn't how I imagined I'd go out.
Requires very precise ticking that cannot be sustained without a dedicated autonomous ticking system. Is therefore an autonomous ticking device. Archetype. Should be diffused following... Autonomous ticking device required precise energy control. Because of this, first step, get the bomb's serial number. Okay, go here. Bomb has a keyboard and a display. It's a physical label on the back of the controller. Or it doesn't have, okay. About the bomb. It has a display. And has a numpad. You'd enter code on the numpad.
It says ABM 186511.
ABM. Controllers module manufactured by ABM Industries. First step is to disconnect every module that requires ticking. For that, follow the procedures listed under the column disable procedure for these modules and these modules only. Every module that requires ticking has been disconnected, then follow the next procedure, and then finally follow this. Okay. Wire ticking, keypad. Simply cut its yellow wire on the keypad. I want you to cut a wire from the keypad. Yellow.
Are you sure, operator?
Yes.
I hope you're right.
Okay.
I'm cutting
Serial.
the wire.
Display.
But the bomb's still ticking.
3.5 and then 3.6. Okay. Multi-mass archetype. Black wire. Otherwise, it's not a multi-mass. Display needs to be powered off. Power off the screen.
How do I do that? Wait. I see it. A little switch next to the screen. Okay, it's switched off.
I want you to cut a wire from the display. That's what I'm working on, right? Yes, display. Yellow.
I hope you're right. All right, it's cut.
And then cut from the display. Red.
Here goes, operator.
At this point, some static electricity might have been accumulated in the display. This needs to be handled. Power on the screen. So consume, then on again. Power on the screen.
I'm pressing the switch. The screen is still off, but I guess that's normal.
I want you to power back off.
Okay, it's switched off.
Receptor. Power the bomb.
There are some wires, a controller, a battery, a keypad, and a display.
Usually to trigger detonation, use your remote. Optional. Okay. So, ABM Once every module that requires ticking has been disconnected, follow this procedure and then the one directly after it. So, disconnect masses. No. Yeah. 3.1. Goal is the procedure to disconnect the masses of every module to isolate them from the rest of the device. Isolating modules is capital to avoid accidental discharges when connecting the power or explosive module. When disconnecting. To disconnect the masses, you need to cut all the green wires of each module when such a wire is present, except for the power and explosive modules. Okay. I want you to cut a wire. Not from the battery, not from the explosive. Okay, so from the display, cut a green wire.
Please, please, please! I'm still alive. For now, anyway.
And then cut a wire from the keypad. Green.
Alright, I'm cutting it. Done.
Only follow this procedure if the defusal guide prompts you to do so. Any attempt to disconnect the power module otherwise will probably trigger failsafe. Well, it did tell me to follow the next one, right? This one. And then follow this procedure. Okay. Disconnect the power module safely by cutting its black wire. I want you to cut a wire from the power. Black.
Here we go. I'm alive. Does that mean it worked?
Yes, it worked.
Oh God, thank you. I just need a few minutes. Maybe a vacation too.
Take as much time as you need. I'm here when you're ready. We're gonna go with I'm here when you're ready, Agent.
I have to say, I'm impressed, Operator Tanner. Not many would have managed their way through a situation like that without the proper training.
I have had the proper training. It's called a game called Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes.
Well done, Operator. I think I was wrong about you. Once you're done conversing with Agent Pendle, go home and get some rest. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bright and early, Supervisor.
Operator, are you there?
I'm here, Agent.
Thank you. You saved my life today.
You'd have done the same for me.
Look, Walker's apprehended Wells Killer. He's taken him back to the department where he'll interrogate him tomorrow. I don't know what we'll find here at the lab if we find anything at all, but I'll keep you in touch. Now I just need somebody to open this goddamn door. Thanks again, Operator.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Bye, Operator.
Power off. He's breathing kind of hard. I would too from having to do something like that. It's raining in the game. Watching some TV. Time to wake up again. At 6 a.m. Bright and early. It's 7:25 a.m. He likes to arrive just that little bit early. Good for him. All right. We are going to pause here for just a moment before I log in. I would like to go and grab something else to drink and run to the bathroom and stretch a little bit. So I highly recommend everybody else does the same. Go grab something to drink, stretch, and we'll be back in just a minute or two. Okay? See you in a few. All right. We are back. Hope everybody had a chance to grab something to drink, get up and stretch, and run to the bathroom, take your meds, whatever you need to do. But we've caught the mysterious killer. And I'm wondering how much further this game's going to go.
Hey, Tanner. Man, I didn't sleep a wink last night. Just kept going over and over everything that happened at the lab. You know, you and Agent Walker saved my life. I don't think I'll ever be able to pay you back for that. But I haven't reached out just to get all cheesy on you. I got an update on the case.
Found something at the lab?
Oh, yeah. You could say that. Much of it is still classified, given its ongoing status. But there are some things I can share since they're related to your caseload. Not sure I understand everything, but it looks like Jenkins was into some super shady memory research. I mean, it definitely wasn't FDA approved. I'm sending you the files now. Maybe it will clarify some things for you.
Well, yeah, memory research. They were brainwashing Connie.
I'll talk to you later, Tanner.
Thank you, Agent Pendel. Just because I saved her life does not mean that I am given leave to call her by her first name. What do we got? Mark 6, Project Eve, Connie Moore, FMP. This is the stuff that Quentin Spence was working on. Must remain refrigerated. My dearest Eve, it's been 8 long years since our beloved Andrea left us, and 4 years since you left me. During this time, I have worked tirelessly in hopes of one day making this world a better place. Hal, shut up. I'm busy reading this. Today, I finalized a contract for what I believe will be the final stage of my research. I have named the project after you, my darling. I don't know where the source of my funding is coming from, but it is of little importance as it has provided me with all the money that I will ever need to see my work through. You don't know where the funding came from? You idiot. If I'm successful, which I believe I will be, people will no longer have to live with their traumas. Traumas and painful events can be erased from the mind. Imagine how wonderful that will be. If such a procedure had been available 8 years ago, neither you nor myself would have suffered the way we did when our beautiful 16-year-old daughter left this world, and you would still be alive to this day. You can't just erase trauma from people. No. I will do what I have to complete my research. I am so close. And even if I have to sacrifice 1,000 lives, as hard as that will be, it will be worth it as millions one day will be saved. I love you, Eve, and I always will, Henry. Dude, no! Eve and Andrea. Do not have the necessary clearance. She's dead. She died at the age of 33. She was minor, 16, female, 16. All I have is her date of birth. All right, Hal. That's not exactly how I pictured the trap working, but we got the ghost. And maybe Walker can find out who he's working for when he questions him later. But more importantly, you saved Agent Pendel's life. I guess you're kind of a hero now, smiley face. I'm so happy she didn't blow up. Well, I have another opportunity for you to be a hero, Evan. It's urgent, in fact. Are you ready? Seriously, right now? I know you've been through a lot lately, but we're so close to finally getting some answers. So, after you proved the fire at Mia's wasn't an accident, Andrews jumped back into the case. And after certain evidence finally finished being processed, she spotted something. Something she missed before. There was a bug in Mia's apartment. Somebody was watching her. That is really creepy, but tell me more, because I'll spare you the technical details. But in examining this bug, I found a second video feed. It turns out this feed is routed to the same destination as the bug in Mia's. Whoever was watching Mia is watching this other feed too. I'll patch Andrews through. No need to enter a command. No longer needed. I found another backdoor.
I told you we'd be working together again, didn't I?
I'm listening, Agent.
So I guess Hal has filled you in. The deal is this. If we can find out who's watching these feeds, we can find our mole. But first things first. We need to identify the person being watched in this second feed. Can you help me, operator?
Let me see what you have.
Thanks, Tanner. Okay, here's the feed. Hal told me that to share it, I had to type in, press this, and then... All right, you should have access now. Send me the name of the person via the HumanDB as soon as you have it. Thanks, Operator Tanner.
Oh, that's a rather dismal apartment, isn't it? What do we got here? Damaged. Type of damage often caused by a combination of humidity and vibration, such as from nearby tramway. You're not going to do the sounds again, are you? That's why it gives the sounds all the time, though. So that you focus on the sounds. And the dripping pail. This is our apartment. Whoever's being watched is me. Welcome back. So we have found out that Henry Jenkins has created a research that he doesn't know where the funding is from. He named it after his deceased wife because she took her own life apparently after they lost their 16-year-old daughter, because he's trying to erase traumas and painful events from the mind. And then Hal has contacted us, and Andrews found a bug in Mia's apartment. So we have to figure out whose apartment this is. And the reason we haven't seen anything is because when I initially pulled up the pictures of all the different things, the bottles, the bucket with a leak, the cat, the TV, the window which had sirens on the outside, the wall where you hear a train going by. The reason we haven't seen anything whenever he goes home is because we're forced to listen to everything, and it's all the same sounds as what popped up in this. So apparently, I am the person being watched with the second feed. Yeah, that's not weird at all. That's my apartment.
Yeah, right, Tanner. Wait, you're kidding, aren't you?
Did you know about the... What the fuck is going on? Seems accurate here. I have no idea. You have to believe me. Do I trust Hal? I've been working with Hal. I feel like the reason Hal was able to put that first video together again so easily is because he erased part of it. But at the same time, we have this other ghost guy that we can't figure out who he is. I don't trust you. I'm going to share something with you. The fact that you're being watched means you're not on their side. I know that now. There's a file hidden on your computer. Somewhere no one would think to look. At least, not at first. You can unlock it by using Alice as the password. Go ahead, Evan. Hidden file hidden on the computer. No one would think to look. These are all things I've recently gotten. That just links to all their cases. Most wanted. Trash. To delete. If you're reading this file, it's because I have trusted you enough to reveal my true identity. My name is Alice Truman, but you know me better as Hal. I was an operator in the operator program under Supervisor Xavier Skinner. I'm gonna read this first. In fact, I was the operator that you replaced. I had been an operator for only a few months when I started noticing strange occurrences. When I began to look into these matters, I was quickly met with resistance. It soon became apparent that the only way to truly investigate these matters without putting my life in danger was to quit. Or rather, to not rouse suspicion, get fired from my job as an operator, which I did by pretending to be incompetent. On the outside, I adopted the alias Hal, and using the skills I learned even before my days at the FBI, picked up my investigation from where I left off. I am a hacker, a damn good one too. But as good as I am, the FBI has proven a worthy adversary, with one of the most advanced security systems in the world. To access their system, I needed someone on the inside, and that person is you. Maybe it's funny, but I discovered that the trash is the only part of the computer that's not reset between one operator leaving the program and another joining. So I left this file there for you, and I have used your computer as a backdoor into the FDI terminal system. Thank you, smiley face. And, well, there you are. Now you know who I am. You can still leak my identity and get a nice fat reward and spend the rest of your days drinking margaritas on a beach somewhere if you want. But now that you know what you know, I'm hoping that you'll continue to fight alongside me so that we can one day expose them, whoever they are and however powerful they may be. So what do you say, Alice? Why is the first response you're a woman? I don't care. Who exactly is them? You didn't need to reveal yourself, and I trust you. Well, let's keep going on these queries. Who exactly is them? They are known as the Organization, a shadowy group whose influence runs deep throughout our country, throughout the world for that matter. I believe they're the ones who funded Jenkins's Project Eve. And I believe they're the ones who are watching you too. Let's see. You didn't need to reveal yourself, or I trust you. I mean, by revealing herself, she gave me a lot of trust. So do I trust her back because of that? Or... Oh, hello. Come here. I has a visitor. He doesn't really like being picked up too much. But this is Reaper. I know, baby. I know. Okay. We can get down. We can get down. Oh. No claws, please. No claws, please. Back down you go. No. Let go. I can't put you down if you're clawing into me. Here you go, buddy. Reaper doesn't like being picked up. Cuddling is not a big thing with him. Okay. Let's go with you didn't need to reveal yourself. Because I feel like that is the better option here. Because I don't know that I fully trust her, even if she just gave me, like, everything. You didn't need to reveal yourself. I did, actually. It was the only way for you to trust me. It's the only way we can find out what's going on here and why. They're watching you. I know you're scared. I'm scared too. But we have to keep going, Evan. We have come so far. Speaking of which, I found more or less where the feet of your apartment is ending up. Baby girl doesn't either. Yeah. Some cats are just not cuddle cats. Oh, I'm not sure I want to know. Or no, I want to know. Where does it end up? It's ending up at the FDI headquarters, Evan. Someone in your building is watching you. The hell is going on? I don't get it. Why me? I am a low-level, first-time FDI operator. This is like my third day. Fourth day? Third day? Fourth day? Something like that. The signal is behind a closed network. Looks like our mole is an FDI superior, but I can't learn more from here. You're compromised, so we'll have to send Andrews in from her branch office. We'll sneak her into the part of the building where I think the signal is ending up. I'll contact you once she's there. Your head must be spinning, but sit tight, okay? Spinning is an understatement, but I'll try my best because it's the only way I'm going to find out more.
The people who were watching Mia are watching you?
I don't understand either.
What is going on? And the feed is ending up at headquarters? Maybe I shouldn't be surprised. Still, I am. Okay, I'm on my way, Tanner. We'll get to the bottom of this.
That's what I'm hoping for. That's what scares me. Yeah, no, that's what scares me in this situation. Rude! Why does everybody just hang up on me? Agent Walker!
Operator Tanner.
Agent Walker?
You all right, Tanner? You sound kind of funny. Look, I'm down here in the basement with this guy, you know? Mr. Not in any of our databases. Real piece of work, let me tell you. And there's a bit of a hiccup. He says he'll talk, but he'll do it under only one condition.
What do I have to find out for him? What's the condition?
He says he'll only talk to you. You gotta do the
What?
questioning. My 2 cents? This guy, I mean, he's a real pro. We won't get anything out of him unless we play ball. That's just the way it is.
Why me?
Beats me, Tanner. Personally, I think No Name might be a few fries short of a Happy Meal. But if you talk to him, maybe we can find out who this guy is. Why he's been doing, you know, what he's been doing.
I don't think he's a few fries short of a Happy Meal. I think he knows exactly what he's doing, and he's probably tied to the people watching me. Can I get out of this? Probably not, but let's try. I'm not sure.
Tanner, Pendle almost died because of this shit stain. That doesn't get your blood boiling? I didn't want to do this, but I'm gonna pull rank on your operator ass. You will talk to him.
Okay.
Understand? God damn it. If things go bad, I'll end the call. Don't worry. Uncle Barry is here. I'm putting the phone down.
I
between
love
me
Agent
and
Walker.
Our, little friend here.
Hello, Mr. Tanner.
Why do you want to talk to me, or should I just go straight up to asking who he is? Let's just straight up ask who he is.
Listen, I have a deal for you. I'll answer your questions, but you have to answer mine. And I will know if you lie, so don't.
What do you want to know? Why should I answer your questions? What kind of questions? Well, I have a feeling we're going to have to do this no matter what, so what do you want to know?
Because I'm a cooperative individual, I'll answer this one for free. There are some things I'd like to clarify. Bits of information that I'm lacking. I have reason to believe that you, Mr. Tanner, can help me fill in those blanks. So, every time you answer one of my questions, if I feel you've been honest, I will answer one of yours. Why don't we try one? I'll start. Do you know why I wanted to talk to you? Specifically, you, Mr. Tanner?
I have no idea.
See? You told the truth. That wasn't so hard, was it? Now, you can ask me a question. Go on. I'm ready.
Oh, dear Lord. Why talk to me? Doesn't matter. Who do you work for? Something we need to find out. Why did you kill Ray Wells? Something we need to find out. What is your... What do you know about Project Eve? Probably a good thing to find out. What is your full name? Objective. Who's your contact? All right, let's start with this one. Why did you kill Ray Wells?
Ray Wells?
The man in the parking garage.
Right. I hired him for a job. I needed to kill Jenkins, and I didn't want to expose myself. He was an easy target. An addict. A junkie. Someone willing to do just about anything for a few dollars. We agreed to meet in the garage once the job was done. There, I killed him, and erased the surveillance tape so that nothing could lead back to me. Or so I thought. Now, who is Mike Trench, Mr. Tanner?
My friend and operator program director. Because that includes everything.
Mr. Tanner.
Oh, why did you ask me about Mike? Why did you kill Henry Jenkins? What is your objective? What do you know about Project Eve? But I know what Project Eve is. What's going to get me the most information? Who do you work for?
I'm afraid talking about that is out of bounds. Doing so would get me killed. The truth is, I don't know much anyway. They keep me in the dark. But I can tell you that they call themselves the Organization. What do you know about Sasha Cole?
Do I tell the truth or no? If he has any contact with the people, with the mole in the system, which he was there at the address, he would know I've been looking into stuff. So, truth.
All right.
Okay, what do you know about them, since you're asking about them?
I know that Sasha Cole is missing, and that I killed Mia Cole by setting fire to her apartment. She was digging around, asking too many questions. At the time, my mission was to ensure the investigation of Sasha Cole would hit a dead end, go nowhere. I don't know anything more about this subject. I only know what was necessary to do my job. How did you come to retrieve the missing footage from the garage?
Would he have any indication that I have been working with Hal? I feel like he would know that the software of this place is not up to doing that. But I haven't told anybody anything about Hal thus far. By using our video software.
Ah, I see. Now you can ask me a question.
Why did you ask me about Mike? What is your full name? What is your objective? Who is your contact in the FDI?
That subject is out of bounds. I never expose the persons I work for or with. That would be unprofessional. You can ask me another question, Mr. Tanner.
Okay. Why does he want to talk to me? What do you know about Project Eve? What is your full name? Why'd you ask me about Mike? What is your objective? Do we need to know his name? I don't know that why he killed Henry Jenkinsons is really going to matter, because he's already admitted that he needed him dead. Therefore, he is involved in that. He's killed Ray Wells, and he admitted to killing Mia Cole. So we already know he's a part of that. So I feel like these three are the most important ones. I also feel like because of this, he's not going to give me his full name. So let's go with his objective is to cover things up, clearly, and to kill things. So he's basically a killer for hire, but also a henchman for hire, I guess. Why did you ask me about Mike? I'm curious. Why bring that in?
It was a control question. I know about your relationship with him. I wanted to make sure that you would tell the truth. Maybe that answer disappoints you, but it's the truth. Anyway, it's my turn. And do you know Hal's true identity?
Yes. But I'm not going to tell you what it is. But I'll be honest.
Sorry? What? We'll talk about this later.
What's Hal's name?
It's my turn to ask a
Right.
question.
It is
What's your full name?
my name. I have no name. My previous identity was erased when I started doing what I do. Even if I gave you my old name, you wouldn't find it in your database. I've been expunged. They are quite thorough. What is Hal's true identity? In that case, I think we're done here.
I'll take things from here. Come on, let's go.
I'm not
Mr.
going to
No
tell
Name.
him.
Back to your palatial cell. Tanner, you and I'll talk later.
Uh-huh. Understood, Agent Walker, because I probably just got myself in a lot of trouble with that. Andrews is in the building. Are you ready? Ready as I'll ever be. All right, she's in the elevator going up. She'll be calling you soon. In the meantime, let me bring you up to speed. Our goal is to access the server room on the 11th. But first, Andrews will enter a technician's locker room on the same floor to grab a key. With a key, she can enter the room and we can find out who our mole is. Wait, why the server room? I can ask Mike for his help. We don't know who the mole is, so why the server room? Once Andrews plugs in the server device that I gave her, it will give us access to every subnetwork in the FDI. Wherever the source of this video feed is, and whoever's behind it, we'll find out there. I can ask Mike for his help. Dumb, Tanner. No, I know Mike is your friend, but we have to handle this on our own. Evan. Contacting Trench will bring too much attention and alert the mole to our presence. This is our last chance. And what if Andrews gets caught? Then maybe we'd go to a federal prison for the rest of our lives. But more likely, we'd all end up dead, long before we ever got there. Andrews has memorized the floor plan. But let me give you access to the security cameras to assist her. Okay. Enjoy the peeping. Smiley face. One last thing. What? No matter what happens, no matter what we find out, thank you. You're not such a bad operator after all, Evan. Maybe even better than I was. Smiley face.
Tanner, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, I'm on the 11th outside the door. Not gonna lie, I'm a bundle of nerves. Breathe, Catherine, breathe. You see me, right?
Yes, I see you.
Oh no. Bad news, Tanner. The code Hal gave me isn't working. Not the start I was hoping for.
Stay calm. I'm on it. The code doesn't work. Damn. They must have changed it. Okay. Change of plans. Send Andrews down to the 8th, your floor. Actually, no code is needed to get inside. From there, you'll guide her to the emergency stairway, which she can use to go back up to the 11th. Got it. Go down to 8th. From there, use the emergency
What?
stairs.
That's the operator floor. Can I bring you a coffee or anything? Sorry, I tend to make bad jokes when I'm nervous. Okay, on my way.
Okay, I'm setting you the floor plan for the 8th, Evan. You'll have to guide her. Notification entry does not exist. Okay. Elevators.
I'm back down at 8. Just one problem. I don't know this floor, Tanner. But I guess you probably do, right? Anyway, I'm in the entrance, doing my best not to look suspicious. But it's hard when you're basically waiting in a pool of your own sweat. Where do I go?
We need to go to the stairs. Over here. Elevator. I'm gonna turn left.
Alright, I'm in a hallway now. There's a door straight ahead. There's a hallway to the right and one to the left. Where do I go, Evan?
You are going to the right.
Okay. Okay, there's a door at the end of the hallway. 2 doors on the right. 1 door and a hallway on the left. Where do I go now?
Hallway on the left.
Gotcha. The hallway's a dead end. That leaves us with a hallway to the right and 2 doors. Do I take the right door or the left door?
Left door.
All right. I see the door to the stairway. Phew. I can breathe a little easier now. Okay, I'm heading back up to 11. Follow me on the cameras.
Yep, already on it.
All right, I'm back at 11, outside the stairway door. What do I do? I assume I can't knock.
Catherine's at the stairway door. Should be able to use her badge. I love that I'm the middleman in all of this.
Okay, I'm in the hallway, en route to the locker room. Looks clear. Follow me on the cameras.
Locker room, hallway.
Someone's coming. Close call. Tell me when it's clear.
How long am I gonna have to wait for people to walk up and down? I'm gonna wait till that dude goes away and then say it's clear. You can go now.
Game on.
Since it prompted me, I'm assuming it's good.
Okay, I'm approaching the technician locker room. I'm not hearing any noises from inside. That's good. You gotta be kidding me. The locker room needs a code too. I know it's the FDI, but this is excessive.
I'm on it. Need a code for the locker room. Unfortunately, I can't figure that out from here. You and Catherine will have to figure that out on your end. Frowny face. And how do we do that? Problem is, I'm not in the FDI network. My actions are limited. And if I use my usual methods, it will end up exposing us. That's why they changed the code. But I have an idea. I'll connect you to the lock system, giving you access to the logs. You and Catherine will try different codes and check the logs. You should be able to reverse engineer to find the correct code. Think of it as a game. Smiley face. Not my idea of a game. You can do it. Use a notepad if you need to. Now enter the following. Command in the terminal. Am I entering SSH FDI L11 lock? Nope, that should be. We're gonna try some codes.
Seriously, that's our plan, Tanner?
Look, I don't know what you want from me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Too many digits. Okay, so there's 5. One, 2, 3, and 5. I think 4 is not it. Um, 5, 2, 1, 9, 3. No 4 or 9. Just to remember here. Five, 2. Oh, well, 2 is in the same spot. My bad. All right, let's try 3, 1, 5, 6. 6 was red. I don't think that's right. 3, 1, 5, 6, 2. Okay. No 6. 3, 1, 5, and 2. Okay. I think 3 has to be in the second spot. 1 has to be in the 4th spot. 7, 3, 5, 1, 2.
That
Oh.
worked. Okay, I'm going in.
Okay.
Are you following me on the camera? I'm in. All right. Time to find the right locker.
Hooray for
Should be
logic.
This one. Okay. I'm gonna need a minute to pick this. room is clear. It should be, but just check.
Someone's out front.
What? Okay, well, make them go away, Tanner.
I'm on it. Let me get Hal's help. I'm bad at number puzzles. I could never figure that out. I like number puzzles. I'm not like super great at math, but I like number puzzles. So I guess it's kind of made me better. Okay, send me the person's ID, see what I can do. Just scan them, just like I have with everything else. Rebecca Davis. She is married. Give me a few seconds and then play along. Okay. What do you make me play along with?
Rebecca Davis.
Sure, this is IT.
Oh, who am I speaking to?
Let's just be honest.
And you said you're from IT? Is that it?
She has access to the FDI. She should be able to figure this shit out, shouldn't she? Let's be honest.
Why is an operator working in the IT department?
They need a little help covering operators do IT. We'll just say they needed a little help.
Well, that makes sense. They are often severely understaffed. And cranky. You know,
And
I just thought of
cranky.
something. Usually when I deal with IT, I deal with Chuck Beatner.
Tell me about Chuck. ER. Single. Out sick today with the flu. Wife, he's not married. Car was impounded.
Well, it was bound to happen. I can't tell you how many times I've told Chuck to stop parking in the alley behind the building. It's a fire hazard. But can we just put a pin in this talk of Chuck for a second and go back? You said you spotted an issue with my computer. What was the issue?
System is out of date. Problem with your connection. Unusual activity on your computer. System is out of date. I feel like that's something they would keep up to date. Problem with your connection. We're talking to each other, so I don't think that would be a problem. Unusual activity. Let's just go with that. Unusual activity on your computer.
Unusual activity? To be honest, the only unusual activity is this conversation that you and I are having. And why does it have to be dealt with right now? During normal working hours?
It could pose a security risk.
Oh. Okay. Well, if that's the
It's
situation...
FDI. You can't
So,
really
what would
complain
I
about
have to do
that.
to fix this issue?
Take a break.
Take a break? That's going to be hard. I'm working on something, actually. Cafeteria finance report. You'd be shocked to learn how much the FDI is spending on tapioca pudding. How much do you think
Tapioca
this would
pudding
take to
isn't even
fix?
that good. Give me at least an hour.
At least an hour? Really?
Sorry, yes.
Well, I guess if you want to do something right, it always takes longer than you'd like, doesn't it? Good luck fixing the issue.
Yay, she's gone. Nice work, Evan. Rebecca's gone.
Never mind. Anyway, it's taken me forever.
Yeah, clearly.
Almost picked this lock. Are you watching me?
No.
There, finally.
I like how you can only open it when I'm actually watching you.
Should be there in a few seconds. Follow me on the cameras.
Yep, gotcha. Already back to the server room, which I could have already been at.
I'm in. All right, time to plug Alice's device in. Okay, it's plugged in.
Andrews has plugged the device in. Okay, let me check. It's working. We're finally going to find our mole. Oh dear. This is a lockdown. Stay at your desk, remain calm, and report any suspicious activity. Intruder detected on the premises. I understand.
What's going on, Tanner?
There's a security alert.
I spotted?
I don't know. Is Andrews compromised? No, she'd already be in cuffs if that was the case. Make sure Andrews stays put. I've almost found out who our mole is. Not for you, keep going.
Okay.
Who's our mole? Hal? Are you there? Alice, talk to me. Yeah, I'm here. Who's the FBI's mole? I want to know who's been watching me, but, you know, same person. Why wouldn't I want to know? If I tell you, I'm afraid of what you might do. Alice! It's Trench! Mike? The person who's supposed to be my friend? I'm looking for proof. Relay the news to Andrews. It's Trench.
Trench? Trench is working with them. And this goes all the way to the top.
I logged into his computer and found something. What? What did you find? I'm reading an email. It says, Project Operator enters Phase 3 and Sasha Cole is ready. If you need to consult the folder, the password is B21P1SC. Sincerely, Dr. Jenkins. Sasha Cole file in the facilities HDD that we recovered. See what you can find there. B21P1SC.
Is it running? Okay. This is Dr. Jenkins here with control session number 24 for the patient, Sasha Cole. The patient is under trichlorohydrin and has received 10 cc's of FMP 1138 Mark V 2 hours before the following session. All right, let's begin. You will answer my questions as usual. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you understand?
This is the start.
Do you believe in extraterrestrial life? Are you currently restrained? Are you married?
That explains the long hesitation on that
Work in
one.
law enforcement. Do you know who I am? Do you know who you are? Are you Evan Tanner?
Whoa.
Good. he's ready.
All of these that are going through right now. Evan, look. The ghost has escaped and killed Trench. That's the reason for the alert. He's coming for you. Get out of there. Do you understand me? Mia. I've been researching myself.
Do you know who I am? Do you know who you are? Are you Evan Turner?
Honestly, this is a frightening thought. To be brainwashed so thoroughly that you think you are a completely different person. Well, so much for that. That explains why he spaced out so much when Andrew was talking about Mia. Video feed, FDI, parking 2. Oh, I'm Hal now. Because this was going to Evan. Get out of there, run. Andrews needs to access level 11's main door. Is it safe? There's some triggers to the main door. It's definitely monitored. She can use her back door for the service stairs. She's at the door. Can she use her badge? Find out who the mole is. Trench. We'll text you more when there's time. I knew it. Tanner. We've lost him. Damn it. What about Andrews? And are we exposed? I haven't heard from her, and I don't think so. I have a feeling you're gonna be. I told you this would happen, Alice. We should never have included him. Ghost has used Evan's badge to get to the 8th floor. He wants to wipe all evidence from his computer. We have to stop him. I'll warn security. I'll update our contact. I have a feeling Skinner is also going to wind up killed. I have good news and bad news. The good. We discovered that Trench is the mole. He's been working for the organization, maybe for years. The director of the FDI, incredible. And the bad, one of my contacts was killed in the process, and the ghost has escaped. Are we compromised, Alice? I don't know. I'll keep you in touch. Yeah, that's not good. Xavier, are you there? Video connect. Yeah. Alice Truman. So that's your name, is it? Go fuck yourself. Yes, that's your name, all right. You should have left well enough alone, Alice. These deaths are all your fault. I didn't kill them, you did. I'm nothing but an instrument, Alice. As I'm sure you'll soon end our connection, I'll say farewell. I look forward to meeting you one day, Alice, in person. We're exposed. Time to cut the cord. Understood. Well, we tried. Launch nuke protocol. Alice Hal Truman. Reward 1.5 million. Wanted by the FBI. FDA operator Evan Tanner, double agent, killed his supervisor in cold blood. No, but okay. Horizon News Agency office accidentally burns to ground. 21 dead. The ghost is cleaning up. FBI agent Barry Walker shot dead moments before testimony in Biomedica trial. Not Agent Walker! FBI takes own life amid allegations of double agent recruitment. Alexandra Pendell is missing. FBI agent Catherine Andrews sentenced to life for espionage after captured in FBI server room. Well, that did not go well at all. And I'm curious here. But fear to tread. Chaos has no echo. Achievements, because I got quite a few through there. I am missing 3. Now I just kind of want to see what these are. Sport. Okay, I didn't do those, but they don't have anything with the ending. Okay, so apparently this is the end. There is no alternate ending. This is it. Still, I very much enjoyed this game. I was not expecting that in the slightest. That was very interesting. Alright, we've been going, what, 3.5 hours? I feel like this might be a good time to call it. I considered potentially also doing the demo of We Harvest Shadows, but given that I've already streamed for 3.5 hours, I think I might just save that for next time. I know we are sort of planning right now, Fi and I, to play 7 Days to Die on Wednesday night. I am off on Wednesday. I'm also off on Friday, so it's probably going to be one of those 2 days, either during the day on Wednesday or somewhere in Paris, France, July 12th, 2024.
Is it done?
It's been a while.
He's not here. Do you think it's her? Check his computer. It's her, sir. The message says they know. Burn the place. Understood. You better find her before she does, or we're done for.
Does that mean there could potentially be a sequel? That would be fun. I really liked this game. I was not expecting any part of that ending. Oh. Let's see here. Who should we go visit? As I was saying, though, I think we're going to either do We Harvest Shadows demo Wednesday during the day or at some point on Friday night. I'm going to be trying to stream a little bit more often than I have been. And then starting on October 11th, I'll probably be streaming quite a bit more frequently because I am taking a staycation from work. So I will be off for 8 or 9 days in a row. So we will definitely get a few more things through that. But okay, let's see here. First, if anybody is interested in any of my socials, you can always come and join Discord. There is a Game Deals channel. Keeps constant up to date on various different sales going on Steam, free games on Epic, on Prime, and then on Epic through Prime as well. And then I did start a TikTok. I do not have a lot on it yet, but if you want to follow me, it would be appreciated. And all of my VODs are popped up on YouTube, so if you are watching like a series or something and you want to see the next one and you've missed it, even one-shots like this wind up on it. So if, for example, you wanted to see the next episode of 7 Days to Die when we play it and you miss it, you can always check it out on the YouTube. And then let's see here. Who is not playing Dead by Daylight? Unless there's somebody I really like playing Dead by Daylight. Who all is on? I think we'll skip that. Let's see. We went to VW yesterday. We could go to Le Fay again. Or let's see, Seals is playing Five Nights at Freddy, and that is a game I just don't like. So we're going to avoid that. Let's go visit Twisted. Twisted is playing Friday the 13th. So, you spell her name right here. All right. We are going to go raid Twisted. If you want to copy that raid message and follow along, you will get more channel points, and you might find another streamer that you really like that you can drop a free follow to. So thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye!